Hello everyone, this is Rando here and welcome back to another video. And in this video, this is going to be my 1 year update on my Acer Nitro 5 laptop. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and opinions and just overall experience with this laptop. So in the description, I do have the spec list of this configuration of laptop. I do have the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti graphics card. It also has the Intel Core i5-8300H CPU. It has 256 gigabytes of SSD storage space, and it has 8 gigabytes of RAM. And other miscellaneous specs will be in the description down below. Alright, so here we go. So since that last video, I did add a new hard drive to my computer. It's a Samsung SSD, which is a 2.5 inch drive. So I installed it here, and I did make a video on that. So be sure to look forward to that in the future. It's a pretty funny video because I had trouble installing the hard drive, and my brother was roasting me. So make sure you look forward to that video. But on the other hand, I did not add any new RAM. So this computer still has 8 gigabytes of RAM. There is an empty slot for a RAM stick, but I did not add a new one. So this configuration still has 8 gigabytes of RAM, but it also has a 500 gigabyte internal SSD right here on the drive bay. So since this is a 2018 version of this laptop, there's a newer version of this, and the newer version has better specs for a similar price. So what that means is that this version has a lower price. So in terms of hardware on this computer, it's still pretty solid. You know, it's made out of plastic. You know, the hinge is not too bad. I can open it with one hand like that. Pretty nice. As you can see, we still have the lights under the keyboard, the red hue lights on the keyboard. This sticker has been, you know, worn out because, you know, I'm playing some games and my palms get sweaty, my knees weak, arms are heavy, and then this kind of gets worn out. But these other two stickers are still intact. And from this sticker, it's just this little tiny whatever. But just hardware wise, it's still pretty solid. There's no real like flexing going on over here. It's still built pretty well, even though it's made out of plastic. I do have some complaints-ish because this attracts a whole bunch of fingerprints, so I have to have a microfiber cleaning cloth, and I just gotta rub this computer up so it doesn't show those anymore. So that's why I keep this intact. So anyways, I do have a password, so I'm gonna just log in really quick. I know this is so professional, right guys? So yeah, this is so professional. So here's my desktop. Nothing really has changed. I do have this wallpaper. If you can guess who that is, then you're a weeb like me. So anyways, here is a similar configuration I found on Amazon. The one I bought was on Best Buy, and Best Buy doesn't sell these anymore. They sell the newer updated version, the 2019 version, so I couldn't find the same configuration on Best Buy, but I found one that's pretty much identical on Amazon, which is going for $672, and this is actually cheaper since, you know, it's a 2018 version. It has gone down in price, so there you go. The hardware is still pretty good. Nothing with the hinge is broken or anything. I didn't have to do any maintenance for it. Everything's all still good. But one thing I do have to note is that when you're playing some games, especially higher demanding games, the fan speeds do increase significantly and they get pretty loud. So as you can see, this is the program that basically looks at your fan speeds. You know, mines are pretty high, but once you open up a 3D game, such as this game, I'm not even gonna say it because you can see it on the screen. So if you load up this game, and if you go open up our NitroSense, look how fast these fan speeds go. I mean, we're in the main menu, you know, on the main menu, and these fan speeds go up pretty fast. So we go back to this program. We're not even loaded up into the map, and you can probably hear the fans right here, and they get pretty fast. They're already almost at 6,000 RPM, and we're just in the loading screen or main menu of Fortnite. So just be wary that if you're buying this laptop, you're gonna have to wear some noise canceling headphones or headsets just so you don't hear the fan speeds. And I know I have to flex on the skin, but we'll just close this game because I don't want to open it right now. So anyways, that's one of my main notes to take, is that the fan speeds do get pretty high. And so just keep in mind if you want to buy this laptop. So in terms of performance, this is still a pretty beast of a computer. As you can see from some gameplay here, I do play some games, but not too many games. So here's some games that I have that runs pretty well on this computer. As you can see, Far Cry New Dawn is pretty nice. I mean, I do have to lower it to low, but since Far Cry New Dawn is a RAM heavy game, I don't have a lot of RAM, so there might be some stutters, but overall it stays relatively at 60-ish, 50-ish FPS the whole time, and it actually runs pretty well. That's one thing I needed to update, is getting extra RAM, but I'll probably do that in the future. Other games such as World of War, it runs pretty well. I don't have Black Ops 3, but I hope to get it pretty soon, and by the looks of things, I did see some videos on Black Ops 3 running on this computer with the similar specs, and it does run pretty well. But playing Modern Warfare was pretty nice. It ran pretty much 60 frames per second the whole time. I do have a video on that. But playing the Ground War mode, which is the 32v32 mode, that one didn't run too well. It ran roughly 30 to 40 frames per second when there's a whole bunch of action going on the screen. When there's not a lot of action happening, it does run to 50 frames per second. But for the majority of the time, you're going to be setting those settings to low. But that was my experience with Modern Warfare. Overall, it was pretty nice. Some other games, Counter-Strike is gonna run pretty well on this laptop. The highest settings possible, and you're pretty much gonna get 100 plus frames per second. Rocket League is also pretty nice on this computer. It runs pretty well on quality settings. And I know, I'm sorry, I don't have a whole bunch of games to test. I do have Assassin's Creed Unity, which, as you can see on the screen, it is pretty much running at 60 frames per second the whole time. So that's a nice game that I played. And other games such as League of Legends that pretty much run flawlessly. So like I said before, this isn't a technical video. This is just giving my thoughts and opinions of a normal person buying this computer last year and just using it for over a year. And it's been a pretty nice experience. The screen could be a little bit better. As you can see, it's just a 1080p IPS display. It's nothing too special. I've seen way better panels than this, but this does get the job done. The keyboard is also nice to type on. The trackpad isn't too bad. It does make some weird sounds sometimes when dust gets into it, so I just keep that in mind. I would recommend just using a mouse. I have this G602 mouse right there. I got it for free because I had a gift card and I used it to buy this mouse at Best Buy where I got this laptop. So that was just a win-win for me, I guess. But I mostly use this as a workstation for just my school stuff, such as, typing up essays and coding for computer science classes and all that other stuff that a student needs, while also having the ability to play some games. So one last thing that may concern people is the battery life. So with my experience, the battery life has been okay-ish. I mostly just keep this plugged in all the time, so I don't worry about that. But if I do so happen to unplug it and use it wherever, I usually get around 3-ish hours of just normal use. Just scrolling through the web, watching videos, and just typing up documents. It's been an okay experience for me. Also, the speakers are pretty decent. So just going through my video, make sure you have your charger with you. The speakers are pretty okay-ish. And oh my god, look at that. Why do I even watch my old videos? It's so cringy. But anyways, the speakers are pretty nice. They're not the best in the world, but they do get the job done. So this isn't a long video, but I just wanted to give my overall thoughts and opinions. I hope you enjoyed. I know this is like I said, I know this is not the best video ever on this computer. So hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to like, comment down below, and subscribe if you are new. I know I haven't been making a whole bunch of videos this year because it's just been complicated, and I just been, let's just say, burnt out on just video making and live streaming. I hope to do some more videos in the future, but right now I'm mostly focused on schoolwork. And oh my gosh, this semester it's not as bad as other semesters or my past semesters, but Some of my classes have a lot of homework, so I don't have a lot of time to make videos or make live streams, but I might sneak in a couple videos here and there or some live streams here and there in the future. So hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys all in the next one. So peace out, everyone.